I saw that Twitch was banning a whole bunch of people for really dumb reasons. Actually, some of them for good reasons. But compared to the ones that they're not banning people for, really dumb reasons. Alright, let's get into it. What the f is Twitch doing from Tectone?
So every time that I think that there's no way Twitch will get worse, it does. And guys,
it always gets worse. All of these situations that we talk about, whenever nothing gets done and we keep talking about them, it always gets worse.
Everything that I'm about to show you isn't my opinion. These are provable facts, even admissions by the CEO himself. Now, in case you don't know why I don't like this platform so much, and while I stream on it every single day, as well as I stream on YouTube and Kick, is due to the fact that I've had a very iffy past with Twitch. Now, when I was a part of OTK, a man by the name of Rich Campbell says that you will never be banned on Twitch. And I was like, why is that? He's like, I'm not going to say why, but trust me, you can do whatever you want and you'll never get banned. And I said, oh, okay. All right, great. Anyways, that guy got fucked over tremendously. I got no idea what's going on with that guy.
What is happening? Why is my shit pausing? Yeah, what is he talking about? People not getting banned. You won't get banned no matter what. I'm sure there are a lot of things that you could do to get banned that... Like, even that, no matter what, it's not gonna fly. But, you know, what is that? That's crazy.
Last time I heard, he didn't do the shit he was accused of, but I got no fucking idea, and the guy won't respond.
That's usually about how it goes.
To my messages, but Rich, feel free to DM me if you ever want. I don't know what's going on with that shit, although I do know he's probably chilling in a fucking castle, banging a porn star, going to Disney World every day, so who knows? But I've been banned on this platform more times than I'd like to admit. And I will say I've only been banned from Twitch. Wait, out of curiosity, has anybody a part of OTK been banned while a part of OTK? No, Extra Emily did. Extra Emily did. Okay. I'm so confused because when I was in OTK, I was doing the same shit, but my ass never got banned. Yeah, Asmon got banned too, but I don't know why. He was so confident. And for 3 years, I never got banned doing the most debaucherous shit. But anyways, I'm getting fucking sidetracked. My conspiracy theory hat is going off like crazy right now because I don't know why the fuck I'm getting banned so fucking much. Anyways, I call a fat...
Yeah, I think Twitch is trying to switch to a different audience and get, like, the, in quotes, degenerates off the platform, the people who, like, are a little bit edgy. They want the safe terrorist supporting types. I don't get how that's safe, but that's what they want. They want the people who are just going to skirt the line and kind of, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge terrorism a little bit. They want those types of people. They want actual real people off the platform.
Bitch fat. I call an OnlyFans girl a whore, and in total, I get banned for around 4 fucking weeks. I tell a viewer to kill himself. That one I deserved. I deserved that one. I deserve to get banned for that one. But anyways... Call a fat bitch fat, I call an OnlyFans girl a whore after they call me a rapist, by the way. They didn't get banned, I did, so that's been very fun. But I hate this fucking platform, and the reason why that is because they don't properly enforce their TOS, and when you don't do that, it leads to a lot of agenda pushing, and that's not good to have on any platform. So there's a new issue that we're finally addressing. Let me rephrase that. It's an old issue that we're now finally paying attention to by the word of viewbots. Now, viewbots is something that I myself am very familiar with due to a old channel by the name of...
Is that what Kai Cenat was accused of by XQC? I don't know. I don't know if he's actually doing that. That was a thing that happened. I don't know if it was a real accusation or not, though. Because XQC is kind of a fucking weirdo and a dumb guy.
Of Fextra Life. Now, a couple of years ago, I'm not sure if you guys remember on Steak and Eggs, but Asmongold and I were attempting to take down, and I think we successfully did, a channel by the name of Fextra Life who would go live in every category with 50...
I somewhat remember that. I watched all of the Steak and Eggs podcast episodes, so...
60,000 viewers that were not legitimate real viewers, which was the big first view embedding scandal that was ever really taken down. Well, now... And I'm just going to be completely real with you guys. 3 years after that,
I'm just going to let everybody know I've got this crazy experiment going where I'm trying to organically see how far I can take this without doing any kind of exploitation, no view botting. I might, you know, exploit the algorithm a little bit, but that's different. That's not actually like buying external means and using external means to boost my following, you know? I'm going completely 100% organic. I might use some other social media to boost my YouTube and my channel and stuff, but that's as far as that goes. I'm not going to be cheating. I want to see how far it can go. No cheat codes. Also, like, I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, oh shit, I accidentally have 30 million followers and I did all this bad shit to get here. I better cover all this up. You know, if you don't do any bad shit, then you ain't got nothing to cover up.
Everybody is view botting. I mean this genuinely. When Twitch rolls out what they're going to roll out, I would be shocked if 95% of streamers do not drop by 30 to 60% of their concurrent viewership. And the reason why that's crazy is because everybody knows there is no punishment for view botting. Everybody knows that if you're a female streamer, your chat's going to view bot you. If you're a part of the gotcha space, the companies that support you are going to view bot you, as well as other advertisers like Progressive who would bot their streamers 25,000 to 30,000 viewers.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens, but like, is it actually happening on a large scale?
Whenever anybody would do a Progressive ad, that way more people would be driven to that channel. Not just one channel, 3, 4 channels at the same time. View botting has always been a huge issue, but here's the crazy thing. You know what's been the biggest issue? People who didn't view bot. And the reason why that is because if you didn't view bot, I'll be real, you just weren't going to make it. In the top 500 of Twitch, everybody is fucking.
Yep, fuck me. I'll never get there. I'm cool with that.
View botting. You know it, I know it.
I'll just garner a small audience forever, and I'll just stay small forever. I don't care. That's kind of really what I'd rather have. I don't want to accidentally become a millionaire. It'd be cool, but I wouldn't know what to do with that with my current mindset.
Everybody knows it. These numbers are fraudulent as fuck. They are. And if you weren't chosen by Hoyoverse, you were fucked. They are still, by the way, 3 months ago, I got another confirmation that they are still botting in the Genshin category and the Honkai Star Rail category. Can you guys imagine who that is? Man, I have no idea. They're not doing it to Zenless Zone Zero. I don't know why. But yes, they are, in fact, still botting some Honkai Star Rail streamers and some Genshin Impact streamers.
Wow.
Can you guess who those are?
That's crazy, actually.
I wonder, man. I wonder. It's a fucking mystery. Nobody knows. But here's what's crazy. Dan Clancy finally decided to talk about view botting. And what he says is harrowing. Now, let's talk about this. We've seen a couple of comments about how our systems detect inauthentic views that aren't accurate. So I want to clarify a few things. As I said in my original post, it is important to understand that the technology that we use to detect invalid traffic for ads is separate from what we use for computing ACCV. Viewbots are just one form of invalid traffic. Advertisers are not charged for invalid impressions, and creators do not get paid out for any of these impressions. Now, you may ask, why are there two systems? The reason is that it is harder to detect viewbots in real time. There are a number of different signals that we can use after the fact to detect invalid traffic for advertising that are harder to use for real-time detection. As we filter out bots in real time, we need to make sure we're not filtering out real viewers. This is the important part.
So they're basically just saying that the numbers that you see are fake, which still, if people are just allowed to view bot, then they're going to get higher up in the algorithm, which is going to cause more real viewers to see it and click onto it, boosting the views even more. Like, that's how that works. It's still terrible. So the numbers you see are fake.
In fact, the viewbot detection tools we just rolled out went through a lot of edits. In an earlier version, as we dug deeper, we found that the tool was being overly aggressive and not counting valid traffic from various sources. So
you're telling me if I go and just buy like 10,000 bots or 10,000 views from bots, that's completely fine, and that I'll immediately start garnering an audience? But if I start at absolute zero with no view bots, I have nothing? Is that what you're telling me right here? Right now?
What this means, guys, what this means is that there actually is potential that they release this anti-viewbot software and it filters out real viewers. So, we are currently trusting Twitch with 100% of our hearts. There is actually a very
I don't trust Twitch with shit. That's why I ain't gonna be streaming on Twitch when I start streaming.
real chance that with this new viewbot detection program that they're going to roll out, that they actually fuck over streamers and filter out real viewers. Now, I want you to let
I think it'll probably be worse than that.
that sink in.
I think they might even be faking it. I think they might fake a lot of the views. Be like, well, we lost a bunch of them. This is about what we think it is. Here you go.
This can be absolutely catastrophic.
It will
And now
be.
let me tell you why this is.
Not can,
When
it
a
will.
platform is rolling out something so aggressively to counteract.
Also, you got before he gets into it, I'm going to let him continue. But you got to think, they've already got so much bullshit going on at Twitch. They've got too many things going on. They got teams that manage teams that manage teams to manage the teams. You know? And then here you go. We're going to roll out another thing that more people have to manage. It's so bad. It's so bad. Twitch is so fucked. They're going to inshitify themselves out of existence. They're going to have to be bought by somebody, or they're just going to completely crumble and fall apart and just be a shell of what they used to be.
The viewbots. There is so much faith that we have to have in this platform. And to have such a shaky response to saying, well, there's a chance that we filter out real viewers. Well, that's concerning. And the other thing is, if there's a chance they filter out real viewers, that means there's also a chance of them fucking up and not getting rid of fake viewers. And the reason why that is because now the viewbot exodus has the ability.
Okay, so what they're saying is like, the numbers that you see are completely fake, but the numbers that the advertisers see are still fake, but just not as fake. That, okay. Or they're just as fake, there's just less of them. Because if it's getting rid of actual viewers and they're getting rid of fake viewers, it's just the same thing, there's just less. Okay.
To either make people look fraudulent who weren't, and make people look legitimate who weren't. And what do I mean by that? If someone has some type of very high-class, high-brow viewbots that somehow escape the massive viewbot scandal, well, now they're going to be legitimized for no reason. There's a lot of blatant viewbotters. There's going to be a lot of streamers that drop from 10 figures to 4 figures, 4 figures to 3 figures, 3 figures to 2 figures.
You know how we fix this? I have a great solution nobody's going to like, and I don't like it. I don't like this solution at all. I don't want to do this, but verify your age with an ID. That sucks. That really does. It's coming. It's coming.
And this right now is very concerning. I don't know when this is going to be rolled out. I believe it was actually already rolled out 4 days ago, but I think we're going to see a lot of fucky view counts very, very, very soon. Who is going to get fucked over and who isn't, we don't know, but such a unsure response and already saying, yeah, an earlier version that we had a couple of weeks ago was getting rid of real viewers.
I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a bunch of people that we don't know about are going to be forgotten about, and they're going to be clawing at relevancy, and then we're going to hear about them because they're going to be crashing out. That's probably what we're going to hear. And then the people that we don't know about that didn't crash out, they're just going to be, they're going to be gone, forgotten. Just dust in the wind.
Well, Dan, I'm going to be real. That's really worrisome because you can fuck over a lot of people for no reason, especially if you're permabanning their viewers. Let's keep going here. 50% of Twitch views are bots, probably? Oh, I absolutely agree.
I think we better pump those numbers up, boy. I think it's probably more than that. I think it's probably like 65%. I'm telling you. It's crazy over there. And the way everything else is managed behind the scenes at Twitch and like at the face of Twitch, it just seems like, no, this isn't the one thing that's going to work properly.
I do. Oh, guys, I absolutely do. As we've said, we are rolling out the update gradually right now so that we can monitor it and make sure there are not any issues or mistakes. The second point I want to make is around enforcement actions. Taking enforcement actions against view bots is complicated, as it can be difficult to conclusively determine if an individual streamer is responsible for the view bots on their channel. Now, I do expect that most of the view botting that we see on channels is being driven by the channel owner. However, if we were to suspend someone for view botting, then the easiest way to attack someone on Twitch and get them suspended would be to send view bots their way. What we can do with a lot more precision is identify the view bots themselves. That is what we work hard with to detect and remove from Twitch. View botting is not unique to Twitch, and in fact and by the way, while I do believe that banning people who are view botting is 1,000,000% what you should do, the problem is that it is very hard to detect. But the other thing is, if there were channels that were solely being made off of view botting, they're going to fall off regardless, and then they'll quit. And that's just the truth. They will. They will just simply quit. Now let's keep going here.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If they push that age verification, not just like with Twitch having age verification, because that won't work. People just get mad, people leave the platform. But age verification everywhere on the internet. So they'll be able to track everybody to know that everyone's a real person. That's how they do it. Oh boy. It's about to get real fucking weird, I'm telling you. Next couple years, it's gonna get real fucking weird.
View botting is not unique to Twitch. Very true. And in fact, is a problem across all social media. Very true. While historically we've been able to address this problem for advertisers on Twitch, view botting was still a challenge for direct sponsorships. We rolled out these updates in part to address the direct sponsorship issues. We're talking openly about the changes we're making because we think it's an important conversation. I have seen some numbers shared on social media about the number of top creators that are view botting, and I can tell you those numbers are just flat out wrong. I think that is scary how inaccurate that is. I genuinely do. I think it is legitimately horrifying how big of a lie that is when Dan Clancy, the CEO himself, is saying, yeah, guys, the top streamers definitely aren't view botting. Yes, they fucking are. Like, this is such a wholly one brain cell take, it's fucking ridiculous. It is so blatant how...
Yeah, like, especially when they're like, why would you be able to tell if the streamers are directly view botting if they're the #1 streamers? They're not going to be using their own name in their own accounts. They may be doing that, actually, because they're fucking retarded. But maybe not, probably not. They've probably got other people view botting for them. And if they get caught and banned, then oh well, they'll just get somebody else. Or they'll just make another account or do something else. You know, it's going to be undetectable, I think. What I think you really should do is prop up people who are good actors, people who are obviously not going to be the types to do things like this.
Many top streamers are view botting, not a couple hundred, not a couple thousand, tens of thousands of viewers. Guys, I even know a streamer who's botting 14,000 right now that I have a feeling isn't going to go live for a while. Yep. I have a feeling they're not going to go live for a while. But we will see. I have a feeling we're going to start to see a lot of...
Man, I'm feeling like a bunch of people are about to fall off, and I really need to start streaming very soon.
Creators randomly go on breaks. I have a feeling we're going to see a couple of creators randomly go on breaks, but we will see. We're talking openly about the changes we're making because we think it's an important conversation. I have seen some numbers shared on social media about the number of top creators that are view botting, and I can tell you that those numbers are just flat out wrong. I don't know when or how they did their study, but the numbers they shared do not reflect what we see on the service. It's very simple, Dan. You just download a fucking application, and it tells you how many legitimate viewers are there or not. Let's talk about the follow-up for Dan Saltman. Here's the part where it gets really...
I don't know. I don't usually watch like live stream platforms. I don't usually like check out live streams or anything.
Really fucking bad. Dan Saltman is calling out the gifted subs algorithm on Twitch, alleged that there's higher priority for bots over real users and followers. So I bet Twitch wanted real users to watch more ads and push bots, aka new users to get gifts versus old accounts. Now I want you to read this because this is so fucking important. For anyone who is interested in some viewbot statistics, logs.ivr.fi is a great resource, no connection. You can grab a single day's worth of chat by using a URL like this, and then see how many gifted subs went to bots. It's a lot, lol. In the logs, search for gifted, then check which users that you identify as bots got a gift sub. I heard Twitch has a gift algorithm. So I bet Twitch wanted real users to watch more ads and pushed bots, aka new users, to get gifts versus old accounts. How are gift recipients chosen? We use an algorithm to help us select gift recipients, starting with eligible viewers in chat, then followers, mods, and other factors that identify members of a community. Our algorithm also avoids giving troll subs.
It seems like Twitch is just completely set up for you to be able to fake it if you got enough money. If you got enough money, you can fake it. It's like pay to win. That's fucking crazy. I mean, of course, a platform that never profits is trying to make some profit any way that it can. That blows my fucking mind that this is even allowed. I think everybody needs to start jumping ship immediately. This is getting real bad.
So if you're
like, people are poking through their backlog, people are poking through their terms of service, people are poking through everything, man.
Follower of someone's Twitch channel, you won't even get a subscription until all the bots and normal viewers who aren't following get one first. Yes, guys. Twitch is so money hungry, they designed their gifting algorithm to gift fake viewers subs first, so real viewers don't get the ability to skip ads. That way Twitch still gets money.
Wow.
Do we understand how fucking gross that is? That people who come here wanting to support the community and gift hundreds of subs, tens of subs, who are gifting all these fucking subs, and they're prioritizing people who aren't a part of the community first. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. Now, I'm going to interview someone right here. Hey, Real Black Rez, you gifted a shit ton of subs to me this morning. I think you gifted me like 40 subs. Out of curiosity, as a guy who gifts a lot of subs, does that make you feel good that viewbots are being targeted for receiving gifts first? Nah. Yeah. And the fact is that gifted subs should prioritize long-lasting community members first, the people who have followed you the most, not new users and viewbots. This is scummy as fuck, and you know it's scummy as fuck.
Yep.
And if you really want a reason...
Yep. Just trying to generate as much money as possible from just as much random people as possible. And the more viewers that you got in there, the more people you can drag in to watch your ads and make so much more money. Dude, it's just like a cycle of bullshit to make money.
On, is Twitch really that greedy? Are they...
And like, I kind of feel sorry for their top streamers because they're just like being recycled and used for money. Like, they don't care about the top users. They're just using them for money.
Really that scummy? Do they really lack that much money? Well, here's a clip to kind of showcase what I'm talking about.
Now, I don't know what is it, but off the top of my head, I'm happy donating $1,000 for clean water right now.
Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, where XQC donated 100 grand, Jinxie donated 100 grand, Aiden Ross donated 100 grand, because that's the money they made off of streaming. The CEO of Twitch only gave $1,000 from his multi-billion-dollar company of Twitch.
Yeah, which, like, being somebody like that connected to Mr. Beast and people like Mr. Beast, $1,000, what? Excuse me? Somebody like me, I would have been like, no, all you people are weird and creepy and you're not doing this for good reasons. Go fuck yourselves. That's just me.
Guys.
I heard that Asmongold got called up on this and he didn't do it. He didn't give any money. And I'm just going to say right now, Based, don't give these fuckers money. Don't do it.
Guys. Are we serious? $1,000 is like a nickel to this man. But I guess his tax obligations were already fulfilled.
I don't think it's like a nickel. I don't think so. It's probably like $5
this year, so he doesn't feel the need to donate. Twitch is the greediest company I have ever seen in quite a while. And yeah,
it's one of them. It's up there.
Somehow they have humiliated themselves just a little bit more here today.
I think Visa and MasterCard, they're probably at the top right now. But yeah, Twitch is up there. Definitely in the top 10.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, man, Twitch, completely fucked. I don't know. I can't see why anybody would want to stream there or even start their streaming career there. That doesn't seem like the place that people can just start a streaming career anymore. It used to it'd be really awesome. Like you'd be going with like 0 to 5 viewers for a couple months and then you just start generating more and more. I saw it happen multiple times to the point where I wanted to try it, but I just couldn't stick with it. But now it just seems like Twitch ain't the place to be. It seems like Kick and Rumble are really gaining steam. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.